So, hello guys. Hope all of you are doing well. Okay, so before the start of this video, I would like to make some apologies basically for the setup you are seeing right now because it's my first time I'm posting for a YouTube video. So, obviously, there will be many faults. I'm using a basic mobile, a basic earphone, whatever. So, please do bear with me with that. And second thing, I'm going to speak of some things that are happening in our society which is having a political significance, I would say rather. So obviously there can be divisive opinion about my theories on whatever I'm saying here right now. So I'm completely okay with it and I'm also very happy to accept the fact that mine can be completely wrong, and even I can get educated myself to learn much more better. But even if a single individual is finding this video useful, then the whole purpose of this video is done for me, because that's all I want. I'm just sharing what I learned from the society, what I learned from the newspaper. So yeah, my source itself is very narrow. So I'm just picking up facts from here and there. I'm speaking. So that's it. I read newspaper daily and I do follow politics via news channels. So that's the only source that's in front of me, as well as what I'm seeing with my both of my eyes. Thankfully both are functional right now. So yeah, that's it. So please do bear with me, and if anything is wrong, and I'm very happy to accept it, and I'm very eager to know from you guys also. So that's it. Now coming to the content part, before going to the core content, I'm throwing a scenario to you guys. I won't say it's a scenario because it might have happened to most of you. Just think about election day or polling day, and you're standing in front of the electronic voting machine, and obviously there'll be names of candidates. So what's the first thing that goes your mind? Obviously there'll be only one possibility, but sadly, due to what's happening in our country, there is currently two possibilities. First, I will start with the obvious one that's going to tread in the minds of every educated people, or every people who has sense, I would say, not even education, because education doesn't, it's not necessary, or it's not given that educated people will be having sense, but people with common sense, I would say, rather, not educated. Okay, the first option is that how that candidate, how is going to fare in the assembly, what is his ideology, and how what his vision for the Vikasit Bharat, and what he can do for the society, and how he can be a leader of the masses, and what's his common idea about the economy, how we can transform the economy when we are talking in a state level or a national level. So these are the basic things that comes, and we vote accordingly because we have plenty of options, we have plenty of fantastic leaders. Country has provided a top notch of leaders, so we were blessed with many choices. So that's obviously the first one. And the second one, I find it really disturbing and funny at the same time. Second one is how that a particular political person belong to the political party, when he's come to power, how he can build temples, mosques, churches, gurudwara, say whatever, how he can preach a religion to a society, how he can convert this country from a heterogeneity nature to a homogeneous one, and how he is viewing himself as a proud Hindu or proud Muslim or proud Christian, whatever. That's the second one. So obviously second part is about just religion, caste, culture, whatever. And the first one is development of this country. Sadly, a vast section of the society, including the educated, uneducated, people with the common sense, without common sense, they tread the second path. And I find it really disturbing, and I'm really astonished also, because it's really clear and very much obvious that you must opt for the first path, because for me the primary concern is just India. When I'm standing in front of the EVing machine, the first thing that comes to my mind is India, second thing is India, third thing is India, because it's just India or just my state and how it's going to develop. That's what I care for the most. But sadly that's not happening here. People are just mixing religion with politics, and I would say they are not even identifying what the country needs. They just care about building temples or building mosque or whatever. And it's really bad here because we are not that country. because our constitution makers, they were very clear with how a country must run. And I would say our constitution is not just a book, or it's not just a mere constitution. I would say it's a piece of art. It propagates such a huge values, and it shows uh, it it uh, it delivers a path for excellence to the country, and it's crafted that way. But sadly, people are just forgetting all these facts. People are just forgetting all the multicultural nature, pluralistic nature, sorry, nature of society. They just care about the homogeneity or just dominance of one culture or one religion, and it's very sad. That's not our constitution makers have intended. They just wanted a multicultural pluralistic India, nothing more, nothing less. But sadly, that's not happening, and that concerns me a lot as an Indian. Because see, I am also a Hindu believer. I do believe in Hindu scriptures. I even chant Hindu slogas and all. Nagendraharaya Trilochanaaya Vasmangaraya Maheshwaraya Nityaya Shuddhaya Digambaraya Asmai Nagaraya Namah Shivaya, and it goes on. And I still recite them. I know them, and I go to temples. I won't say I'm a very staunch believer, but I do believe there is a God, and I'm very happy to view that God as a Rama, Lakshman, or Krishna, or even Allah, Jesus. I don't care, because for me, it's for the righteousness. Religion is to the path of righteousness. Yeah, to spread the righteous path from one individual to another, and to develop the society as a whole in a spiritualistic manner. That's the whole point of having a religion. It has nothing to do with your politics. Politics and religion, they can't mix. And I would say that we must insulate our religious ideologies from politics, because you know, you can't your vision or your common sense or the way your brain function, I think it should not be covered, it should not be eclipsed by any religious ideology. No, never. It's not like that. You must view things that you see with your eyes, with your sense, with your sense organs, and you process with your brains. It should not be eclipsed by any religious ideas. Same with politics, because going and casting a vote in EVM, it's not about like going to, what to say, a fancy place and posting a selfie. No, you are doing such a favor to this country by voting, and your vote matters the most. You are speaking and you are showing the power of a citizen, and you are given extreme responsibility before doing that. And you guys are thinking about religion before going there. Bro, where is this country treading at? It's pathetic. No, that's not what we want. We are vouching for a secular society. I mean, again and again and again repeating the word secular. But sadly, a big national party, and I'm very opponent to BJP. Many BJP members. I respect BJP, okay, because it's a very fantastically run party. I would say well-oiled machine, a juggernaut rather, because the way it functions, the ideology, they have very strong ideology. They really know what they're doing, and very strong leaders. But sadly, they just they just want this country to be homogeneous. That irritates me the most. Okay, so whatever, they view that secularism was not there in the constitution. They say that it was added during the Indira Gandhi era, during the emergency period. Yeah, it's a fact, I accept, and she has done many mistakes during that time. Agreed. But one thing, the only thing that I agree Indira Gandhi ji did at that time is adding fraternity, socialistic, and secular in our constitution. And I respect that a lot. I hate her for everything that she has done during the emergency period, but for that I have a massive respect for Indira Gandhi ji. Because, bro, I'll give an analogy. Okay, you guys are very sure that you are human, right? Yeah, you are Homo sapiens happy who are watching this video, including myself. We all are humans, and we are very proud of our human nature. We are very proud of what we are. There is not required any kind of sticker to be pasted on your forehead saying that you're a human to prove the fact that you are a human. No, that's not required. Anybody with a common sense, with eyes, with a brain to process, they can just know by seeing you are a human. You are a boy or a girl, you are a transgender, or you belong to LGBT community, whatever, any spectrum. You are a human because it's given by seeing the fact, by seeing you itself. You are known. Same goes with our constitution. Even before adding the secularism, our country is indeed secular. Just think about the provisions we had in the constitution, we are having in the constitution, article 15, 16, article 25. Every religion is having the right to preach. What does it mean? Secularism at its core, nothing else. Article 29, 30. See, our constitution is so much ingrained with the fact of secularism, but these guys are viewing secularism as a kind of evil, like a ghost who is going to run away when they see a cross. That's what they're saying secularism. India is indeed secular. It's period. It's categorically stated in the constitution, and even the Honorable Supreme Court has said in the SR Bombay verdict, secularism is indeed the basic structure of the constitution. So even the greatest interpreter, defender of the constitution has vouched for secularism. So it's period. It's the fact secularism is indeed there, ingrained even before adding the word secularism during the emergency period. So it's a fact. Agree, accept it. And the only path towards Vikasit Bharat is treating our country the same way, treating it the way we are. Yes, we are a Hindu dominant society, but it never means the fact that Hindus rule this country. No. It's Indians matters, not Hindus. It's Indians matters, not Muslims. It's Indians matters, not Christians. It's Indian matters, not Sikhs or whatever. No. India comes first. India must come first, and India will become first. But all this is possible only when we accept the fact that we are a multicultural, pluralistic society. Nothing more, nothing less. But sadly, that's not happening. Nowadays, we are trying to revive the past. See the irony. We are talking about Vikasit Bharat 2047, Amrita Kal and all, and but we are going to, what to say, uh, do revenges for the wrongs done in the past. See the irony, see the biggest flaws. Abhay, you can't view the politics of the olden eras with the ideologies that you're having now, because at the olden times there was no ideals of secularism or whatever. They just had this barbaric nature of killing each other. That was the what to say, the spirit of the olden times. Even the greatest king Ashoka, he massacred lakhs of people. It was indeed, even for the propagation of Buddhism, he was very strict. It was not like he was a lenient king after embracing Buddhism, because that's how politics worked that time. It was by killing people. It was by annihilating the leaders, annihilating the kings. And how do you annihilate the kings? Temples and mosques were provided with very huge importance in the olden times till now. And the only way to annihilate the what to say, defeated king is by destroying the temples or destroying their mosques. So that's how it happening. That's the way that old society performed. You can't just go back, say now like Aurangzeb destroyed this temple, and sorry, okay, Aurangzeb destroyed this temple, or Akbar destroyed that temple. I don't know. Away, it's the way. You can't just, what to say, force our current political ideologies or our current common sense to the 500 or 600 years back. And no, it's not possible. Away, every wrong that has done in the past, it's done over there. You can't change it. And if you are trying to change it, then bro, I'm being very honest with you, it is going to be disastrous for this nation. That's for sure, because that's not the path we want to tread forward. Actually, we are regressing as a society when we are trying to, what to say, clear the wrongs in the past. See myself, or see our Indian country, because majority of this country belongs to the OBC caste, and obviously they have been suppressed, they have been oppressed very badly by society. So is there any point by saying that the OBC caste people should now raise their voice against the general people? No, it's past. It's already done in the past. That's not how society works now. Even myself, I'm very saddened with the plights of the backward caste people. They suffered, but they can't just punish me right now because I belong to a general category because of the wrongdoings of my previous generations. No, that's not how society works. That should not be the way it works. But we must embrace the spirit of fraternity. We must embrace the spirit of India, not the wrongs of the past. That's not the way the country should go forward. We will only regress when we are doing that way. But sadly, our historians and our politicians, they are just too much focusing on the past, trying to rewrite the past. Abe Mughals, no, only one to only Akbar, Babur, Humayun, and all, they were from the other countries. Akbar, Jahangir, Shah Jahan, everybody was born in this nation. They are sons of India only. Obviously, they are invaders. Okay, they came from other country, invaders country, but they ruled this country. Yeah. They created these marvelous buildings, Taj Mahal. Most of the medieval marvels are created by the Muslim rulers only. So be proud of them also. The same way you're proud of our Janapadas, because everybody has together played a major role in formation of this country. Accept the fact and move on. Obviously, wrongs were done in the past, but it has nothing to do with what's going to happen in the future. But sadly, people are doing that. Just think about the fact that what's the purpose of a religion? As I said before, it's a path of righteousness. But if you are killing in the name of religion, so basically, there is a huge misunderstanding about your knowledge about the religion that you follow. You are fundamentally flawed as a Hindu, Christian, or Muslim if you are trying to kill another person for the propagation or for the development of a religion. See what happened to the Babri Masjid. Thousands of people were killed for the sake of religion. Is that the real religion we want? No. It's just pure hatred. That's the country is going now. No, that's not we want. That's not the Ramaraj even the Ram just imagined or Ram visioned. No, that's never. I am very damn sure Lord Ram will be the most unhappy person among the gods to see that happen. For people killing in the name of a god. See, that's the biggest irony, and still people don't understand this fact. It's basic common sense. It's not rocket science. It's not algebra. It's not trigonometry. It's basic common sense. Wow. The gods are created by humans, that's for sure. But it's for showing us a righteous path, a philosophical strength, or a spiritual power, whatever. It's for our betterment, ourselves, and to provide that light from one person to another. It has nothing to do with the politics of this country. It's spirit, that's for sure, and that must be understood by each and every individual. Then only we can tread towards the path of equality, fraternity, as well as secularism. And again say the word secularism because that's what defines our multicultural fabric. If we want to be the India the way we are, or we want to move forward, the only pill or a medicine we have is secularism, because ours is such a heterogeneous society, such a pluralistic society, and we have to accommodate them all. And as envisioned by our constitutional makers, India can be only become a democratic nation or a modern democracy, I would say. Rather, we have to be modern. Obviously, culture matters, but we do have to move forward. We have to evolve as a human. We can't just always cling back to the past. No, we had to evolve as a human. We do need to have more Elon Musks and more Sundar Pichais who built their empire in this country. That's what we want. We just can't always cling back to the past and cancel out all the deeds that we had done in the past. No, that's regression. That's not progression. And the constitutional leaders, they were very much adamant about the fact that India can only become secular or democratic, modern democratic nation if even the least minority section feels that they are treated at par with the perks of being a majority. They're treated with equality, they're treated with dignity, they're treated with all the due respect. Then only we can say that India has truly become a democratic country. Democracy don't come by just voting. Democracy just don't come by multi-party elections. No, it's much more than that. And it's a feeling among the minority, and they feel that they're treated as a normal human, not as a lesser citizens, as a normal Indian citizen. They are treated at par with the majority, and they also feel safe and right to live in this country. Then I would say in this democratic. But sadly, it's not. We are regressing badly in the name of religion, and our land is a what to say. India is a land of seekers. We have created or we have evolved many religions out of this land: Hinduism, Buddhism, Sikhism, or examples Jainism. So we have to respect all. Every religion is treated equally. No religion is on top of another. Everybody is equal. That's Article 14 says. That is, And heard some ridiculous comments like India can only be secular when we are Hindu majority. It's absolute crap, I would say. Rather, no. Even our constitution makers, they would be most unhappy when they hear these facts. No, that's never. And the most saddest part is that even the opposition parties, in order to oppose this kind of religious rhetorics, they are also treading the same religious path. You see, Prime Minister. He is Prime Minister, not Prime Pujari. What he is doing? I'm having a huge respect for Modi ji, that's for sure. He's a great leader, but because of that single incident in 19 in the January 22, my respect for him diminished like anything. He has evolved from a prime. I won't say evolved, downgraded from Prime Minister and a normal pujari going to consecration of a temple. Bro, that can never be accepted. No, he has made a mockery out of the institution of Prime Minister. I'm again saying I have a huge respect for that man, but he's a Prime Minister of this nation, Prime Minister of each and every individual of this country, Prime Minister of, I won't even say the wildlife, the nature. He governs them all, but he has just turned into a mere Hindu pujari for the sake of votes. Pathetic, I would say, rather. And I want all of you guys to understand the fact that Prime Minister, he is a secular figure. He is the leader at the times of crisis. That's what Prime Minister is. He can't just wear a a religious fabric and go and consecration for the temple. And sadly, even the opposition party, how they are opposing it, they are not going by any secular path. For the sake of getting votes, they are going in consecration of some other Ram temples in some other places and telling this Ram is not their Ram, that Ram is their Ram and all. Where Ram has nothing to do with politics, that's for sure. India is just one country. We don't have any national god or anything because we are indeed a secular country. We are a modern country. Again, I'm emphasizing the word modern secular country. No gods, no godmen. Rama, Krishna, Allah, Jesus. Everybody should be inside you only to move towards the path of righteousness. It has nothing to do with the politics. And if you are mixing your politics with religion, then oh boy, don't know where this country is going. See the example of Sri Lanka. What happened when they mixed ethnicity with politics? Civil war. See what's happening in Myanmar. Civil war. Why? Because of this ethnicity issues only. They're fighting each other. Army versus ethnic communities. Yeah. See the what happened in all these European countries. How Yugoslavia got balkanized. How? It's all just due to the fact that they gave more importance to the culture, more importance to the religion rather than the country. Bro, India is also such a heterogeneous country, and we are also having such a risk. We are following this path. No, that's not the path we want. We want the path of fraternity. We want the path of equality. We want the path of secularism. That's what India is. And if you are going to vote, you should not care about the religious affinity of the person, because religion, it's only to do with this internal self. It has nothing to do with this political ideology. And if he is doing that, then vote him out. That's the only thing. But sadly, that's not happening here. Okay, I'm not extending this video more. It has turned into a quarter of an hour, so I'm just stopping here. And again, I'm telling this, these are only my views, my humble views, I would say, rather. And I'm very happy to accept that I'm completely wrong. And I'm completely ready to get educated also. You can even see a Ganapati standing, poster is over there. So I do believe in Hindus. I'm not like anti-Hindu. I'm not anti anything. I just view myself as an Indian first and foremost, rather than a Hindu. Because I'm a proud Indian more than I'm a proud Hindu. I'm a proud Indian more than I'm a proud, what to say, a Malayali culture, embrace my Malayali culture. I love my India more than anything. For me, it's only India. And before stopping, I just a small anecdote. Like, I had opportunity to be part of Indian Army. From there, I have seen an institution of a Sarva Dharma Sthal, where all the soldiers, they pray for inside a common place where all the scriptures like Hindu, Christian, Muslims, or whatever, everybody's holy books will be there, and they pray together. That's the spirit we needed, because we don't care about religion. We just care about our country, and the religion is for ourselves. That's the spirit we must imbibe. That's how we progress. That's the only path for our betterment. That's it. So again, I'm telling, Don't get offended. I know many of people in this country, they just eagerly to get up in the morning, look at their phones, and just know just to find that it hurt religious sentiments. I'm not here to hurt anybody's sentiments. I'm just speaking out what I feel correct. It can be completely wrong. I'm happy to accept that fact also. So please do forgive me if I made any mistakes, and just don't try to throw pelter any stones at my houses, because I am currently unemployed and I can't afford any repairs to my home. So please leave me alone. I don't want to do many more discussions in this topic. I'm just speaking what I find right. That's it. And and you can oppose me with ideologies, as I said before. You can oppose me with your views, but not with arms or ammunitions, because we are a civilized society. That's how we share ideals. We can't regress, we must forward, and the forward path is only possible by sharing ideas, like a quinary economy or a quaternary economy, by sharing ideas, by sharing visions. That's how we progress. It's not by sharing violence, no. So if you are completely objecting me, I'm very happy to accept it. And even if a single individual is ready to accept what I'm speaking, then the whole purpose of this video is done. So that's all from me. Thank you again. Have a nice day. Jai Hind.